Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. So today we're doing a review of a set that came out in June 2025. It is 60469 Central Train Station, 752 pieces, and this goes for 100 US dollars, 90 euros, 80 British pounds and 120 Canadian dollars. So I actually had the previous train station to this, which was 60335, just called Train Station. That was the same price in US dollars, but had 907 pieces. We're only getting 752 here. Also looks like the maintenance truck that we've got down there is pretty minimalistic. We've got a fairly decent one with that set. So, we're seeing a bit of that kind of shrinkflation with Lego, where they keep stuff the same price, but the number of pieces goes down, the amount of stuff goes down. This has actually risen in price in Europe and the UK compared to that previous train station, so 10 euros, 10 pounds more. I actually picked this up with a 40% discount, so paid 72 Canadian dollars, and that's really why I picked it up, because I could get it on such a discount. It does look, a fairly interesting set. They're showing it again from the front side here. You're not getting a rear view, so this is basically the same view as we've got on the front of the box. I'm not sure that that's great. We have got the function here, I believe, that is the same one that is in the massive $1,000 Death Star, which works as the elevator. So you can see we've got the crank at the top and brings the minifigs up and down the levels like that. It says that it's a 3-level set, and I suppose it is. We've obviously got the ground level, this mid-level, and then a level up there, but there's nothing really here for the elevator to go to. That can only take you up to the top level. So, bit of an interesting one. One of the reasons I did want to pick this up was because of those pigeons, so we get a couple of those unique pigeon elements. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Obviously, it's a while after this one came out, but thought I'd get the review up because I did buy it as it was on discount, and it's worth seeing whether it's at least worth picking up at that kind of discounted price. So I know that some people just will never buy Lego City stuff unless it is on discount, because it is so often on a 20% discount, potentially more. I'm actually fine with buying it at full price, as long as I'm buying it as soon as it comes out, because obviously I get the benefit of doing the reviews or whatever. But this was a set I just couldn't bring myself to pay the full 120 Canadian dollars for. Regularly seen it for 100 Canadian. That seems more palatable, but still at that price I wasn't keen, not with only 752 pieces. But at the $72 I thought it was worth taking the risk, even if I just end up using the parts for other things. Certainly could integrate this functionality somewhere else, I'm sure. But yeah, let's get it open, see how many bags we're working with, see how many booklets we're working with, whether it can be a kind of building together situation. Yeah, let's see what we've got. So yeah, we've ended up with 7 bags, plus we've got a bag which has the track elements, plus some of the larger elements in there, inclusive of this kind of arch piece. The booklets came in their own brown paper bag, and yeah, sure enough, we build the vehicle separately, and then we've got 2 booklets for the station itself. And on top of that, of course, it's a Lego City set. We do have a sticker sheet, but that is not too much at all. Just 8 stickers in there. They look pretty on point. We've got a City Tour one here. That ties in with the red double-decker bus that we got last year as well. So fairly interesting there. You often get this with the Lego City set, some nods to the other ones. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'm sure it'll be a very quick build. And here we are then with set number 60469, the Central Train Station. And like I said, I never had any plans to pick this up, certainly when it was full price, but I think this is a somewhat slept on little set. It's actually really, really good. So I can understand that some people might say that the platforms are a little small, Obviously that's all the space for them, and it does feel like the platforms probably should go on further behind the building towards the back there. I'll spin that around and you'll see they don't. We've just got the kind of runoff bit for the tracks, but I think it'd be easy enough to build the platform out further on both sides. Don't think that would be difficult at all. Whilst we're around here at the back, you can see we've got the control room just up here with a monitor and control board. Also got a little hidden bit inside the clock tower up there, and here we've got a kind of waiting area with a really nice painting on the wall. Unfortunately that is a sticker rather than a print for the steam engine, but it is a nice sticker, it's well done. It's a bit of an underwhelming kind of waiting area, I think, as is the cafe area just back here. There's nothing in here whatsoever, but the actual facade, the front of it, I think that looks really, really good. And I especially love the yellow line that we've got all around here. If you've been waiting at a train platform before, you may have heard them say step back from the yellow line, don't step over it. I think that's really clever a little bit. Also got these little entrances to walk up to the station. That is on this side and also around at this side as well, so to get to either platform. And then presumably the way that you move from platform to platform, at least from this side, would be by going up in the elevator, except it says that it's staff only, so you can't catch the elevator, go up it, walk across and then come down to the other platform. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you know, other than that, the Technic element that they've used just here, along with the garage door pieces, so we've got them in clear and then also the dark blue just there, makes a really striking feature on that side. The clock tower looks good and the elevator function is excellent. I will show you that in a second. Now, where this does differ from the previous train station is we've got a maintenance vehicle. The other train station had one as well. That one was much larger. This is tiny. It really is very, very small. I've actually got the other one just here. I'm just going to wheel it across. So here we've got this set's one. Here is the previous train station's one. Full vehicle that can go on roads as well as the tracks. You can see we've got the regular tyres. You put down these bits just here, back as well. And it also has a trailer on it as well. That set also came with a full bus. Actually pretty good bus indeed as well. So instead, the parts here have been used for the station itself, and I do think that this is where this excels. It looks really, really good. It's yeah, very good looking train station in my opinion. But let's get to taking a closer look at that play function with the elevator, because I think that's well worth taking a look at. So here is our elevator function then. So we've got the knob at the top to turn, then we've got the function running down through that corkscrew, and you can't see it at the bottom because that has actually got the elevator casing there, which is going to rise up the corkscrew as it gets turned. Now what you might notice is we've got the glass panels in the front, but not in the side at all, or the rear. So that's a choice. It does make it easier to access the minifigures for certain. It'd be pretty difficult to get them otherwise. But you could easily put glass panels in there, and this works by simply just turning this. So we're going to turn it clockwise to make it rise, and you should see the elevator function, the elevator moving up and our minifigure moving up as we turn it. We can turn it a lot quicker than I'm doing it now, but there we go, and he's straight to the top. I can keep going and he will actually hit the roof, but if we move him down a little bit by turning it anti-clockwise, it's then easy enough to get that minifigure and move him into the control room. Now, this level, there's actually nowhere for them to go. So if I move him back down to the second level or first level, if we're in the UK, yeah, there's nowhere actually for him to head to from here. And there's no actual way to get up to this section over on the other side of the train station. But really nice function. Be very easy to move this to somewhere else in a city or use it in a different building if you want to give yourself a nice elevator. I think that would be pretty useful. It definitely works very well, feels very robust. In terms of our cast of minifigs, there's nothing too special here for the most part, but there are 6 minifigures plus a baby fig, and the most interesting of them is our station worker just here. He actually has, if I turn him to the side, you should be able to see these crutches, which are really nice. I believe this is the first set that they've appeared in. I'm not sure whether they've appeared in any of the ones that have come out in 2026. But yeah, he's really quite good. The rest of them, just passable, I'd say. Definitely very useful for a city. And the child minifig just here has a nice smartphone, which actually shows, if I can get this in focus, that it's being used to do a wireless payment. So that's pretty good. The other thing that's interesting here, if I move across, are those 2 pigeons or flying rats. So yeah, that's pretty good. And even if I take this apart, I'll definitely be incorporating the pigeons into the city. I would like to have a whole load of these, and I'm talking 30, 40, and put them into a town square. I think that would be pretty good. We see a lot of that if you're walking through town squares and stuff in Europe. But yeah, passable set of minifigs. You're never expecting anything too special with the city ones. On top of that, like I say, we've got that small maintenance vehicle, so the couple of tools that our maintenance guy is holding can be clipped onto the side of the vehicle just here and on the other side there. We also do have the cherry picker function, but not sure how well that works. I mean, when it goes straight up, you can bend the basket as well, but it does all look a bit blocky. It's certainly not very refined. Yeah, not sure that I'd have included the maintenance vehicle at all. They obviously decided in the piece count that it warranted it. I think I'd rather that they just made the kind of cafe a little bit more than it is. I think that would have been nice if we'd had a bigger kind of coffee making machine, etc. Aside from that, nice sticker for the city tours for the bus just there. Yeah, and all the stickers actually really on point. We can see that we've got ones for the ticket machine just over here, and also the departures board just there. Overall thoughts then? Well, I have to say, I think if you can get this on discount and you are looking for a train station anyway, then 100% go for this. There are things that I think could be improved. I would definitely ditch that maintenance vehicle and instead use the parts to have a staircase leading up to this section. I'd have probably taken out the control room up here altogether and instead had a walkway from this side over to this side. So one way you can get up in the elevator, the other way you can get up via some steps. But other than that, yeah, I think it looks really good. The bit just here, so the big glass dome, is affixed at the top, but it's not affixed there, so can come apart pretty easily. Don't think it would sustain too much robust play, but then most of your play is going to be with the vehicles, with the minifigs, shouldn't be with the building itself. Yeah, overall, really nice looking one. Another good Lego City set. Probably one of the best buildings they've done for quite a while actually. A lot of the Lego City sets, the best things they do with the vehicles. Buildings are somewhat secondary. I tend to find that for my buildings, I'm trying to look at modulars or modified Lego Friends buildings. But this is a pretty good one. Yeah, overall, I'd give this a thumbs up. Hopefully you've enjoyed the review. If you have, then please do leave a like, consider subscribing if you're not subscribed already. Do lots of other reviews, also some LEGO commentary, do some stuff on my city as well. But like I say, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and with that I'll leave you and say as always, be good.